Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3 in the Honor mode with Moven Gerger Jones. Today, Orin falls. At least, I hope she does. But we need our fourth member back before that can occur. So Karlach, you ready to go, baby girl?
Hey soldier, you're back.
I've been worried about you, are you alright?
Yeah, despite my best efforts. I kept trying to flop over and give up, but Karlach just won't let me. Did I miss anything important?
Villains rose, heroes fell, the apocalypse drew nearer.
Nothing out of the ordinary then. You know, soldier, we're so fucked. The Dark Three are trying to consume the Sword Coast. We've still got tadpoles in our eyes, and I've got a ticking time bomb in my chest. I'm not sure anyone has ever been more fucked than this. And yet, we're fine. In this moment, we're fine. Here I am. There you are. Breathing, talking, even laughing if we want. Is it very precious to say that despite it all, I'm happy?
Well, I can't be happy when the woman I love is in danger.
Oh, my love. We've been in danger since before we even met. I think we're just those kind of people. Excitable, weapon-wielding fuckers with a flair for drama. Speaking of which, there's something I wanted to ask you. Will you stay with me when it's time for me to go? I think I can do anything if you're there. Even die.
Of course I will, my love.
Thank you. Now, enough tragedy, I'm not gone yet, and our schedule is packed with important heroics, isn't it? Plus, if I cry anymore, I'm gonna run out of tears and start leaking motor oil. Thanks for everything, darling. I love you. A lot.
That's my girl. Now back on the team, please, Karlach. So, we're looking a bit worse for wear, really. Gale's a little low on spell slots. I think I would like him to have all of his spell slots back. So, maybe it's time for a little nap. I think I don't need to panic about food supplies anymore. I've got enough for a good 5 long rests. That's more than enough for the rest of the game. So let's just have a kip before we head out to slaughter Orin the Red.
Tyrant, slain, joy, freedom, close. Help me, help you. Reciprocation! Watchers, ignore you. Foundry, neutralized. Witnesses, eliminated. You walk free. You one task. Kill Orin! Kill Orin! Kill Orin! Kill Orin!
Yeah, alright, we get the point. That's what we were planning on doing anyway, brain. We're not doing it because of you, we're doing it because it's fun. Traps? That's fine. A path of blood.
Hither! Oh, hither! Come,
Oh, that's an actual trap.
Side awaits.
What do you want, you wretch?
Oh, master, master, master! You have come home to your royal dwelling. But why did you exert yourself so getting here? I was waiting to open the door. Lady Orin told me to allow your passage, but if she hadn't, I would have been naughty and slipped you inside anyway.
You've seen Orin?
We are unfortunate bunkmates, as she refuses to leave your estate. Every day she kills me as I'm trying to beautify the temple for your return. Up to thrice some days. Being killed by you is so much more pleasurable, master.
You make me want to cringe myself inside out, Scalaris asks. Open the door.
1,000 succubi could give me no greater delight. There's a puddle of blood on the floor as you walk in. Careful, don't slip.
I would have thought the blood was more sticky than slippy. But there is indeed a puddle of blood on the floor. Here's a bunch of scroats. With sanctuary and an aura of murder. I wonder, does that prevent us from, like, just throwing them off a cliff or something like that? Let's see, we can certainly pick this one up, perhaps. There's columns in the way, though, so... maybe not. Maybe this one that's standing still would be a good target. Tank cannot be moved by force. Is that because they've got unstoppable? Ah, we've only got short range on our throw, that's the trouble. You there. Okay, they either can't be thrown off, or something went wrong and they just missed. Either way, they're not the problem. The problem is these ones, isn't it? The ones that are down there are gonna cause bother for us. Guess we'll just stroll in and start this confrontation. What's the worst that could happen?
Look, your savior approaches. See how it crawls towards us? Not a dream now. No, it is blood and bone. Carrying the tyrant's rock. But Saravok's crimson was not yours to spill. He was mine. You had no right to take him. Did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save? Only the blades can offer salvation.
Now then, Orin. Got advantage on that one. Got advantage on that one too, because we killed Gortash. I did what you asked. I killed Gortash, so let it go. $20 is not enough to make this roll. Which means that's definitely not enough, because that's a bad roll as well. So it's going to be one of those occasions where we roll 10 dice and none of them get above like 10. Oh no, there we go. 29 is more than enough to shut Orin up for now.
You do not lie, underling. It is your blood I am destined to spill. Your death spit will stain these walls, little lamb. You still don't remember, do you, bloodkin?
She's such a weirdo.
How you screamed as my knife slit your skull. Your brain juices, sticky and sweet. A little hole, big enough for the worm. Your body, a blood sack to feed it. The favorite of Baal turned meat puppet, strung up by the sinews and plucked by my hands.
This is the truth you had forgotten. You were the favorite, the chosen. Orin was your subordinate. You led the cultists of Baal and orchestrated the absolute plot. It was your genius, your cruelty, your design. At your moment of greatest triumph, when all the pieces were in place, she betrayed you, infected you, and took your place.
Husk, maggot, a Baal spawn, sliding in filth with these pigs. You don't deserve the Murder Lord's blessing.
Forget Baal. It's your Netherstone I've come for.
It opens its lips and spews filthy lies. No. None can resist Father's blessing. He tells me, whisper quiet, the lies must be cut from your throat. Come close, my death's heads. but keep your blades unblooded. Bar demands a jewel. He wants to taste my domination. An altar flowing with his own unwilling flesh. Draining, dying. Drip, drip, drip.
You should have trained harder, Master.
Demands a pure blood sport. But if anyone interferes, we gut them.
Interesting. So we didn't even get an option to fight her, just like with everyone else on the team involved. But that's what I do want. I do want everyone involved. So there will be no duel today. There will be a proper rumble. Now, who's up next? They are. Bloody favour. Baal's chosen will be granted a profane boon at the start of every turn. So yeah, Orin the Slayer is involved, obviously. Sanguine Lash. After being attacked, she can use her lash to bleed targets and knock them back. Baal's Edict will be placed on a creature if she doesn't use her action. Baal's Edict. If you don't kill another creature before the end of your next turn, you die. Okay. Sounds a bit rough. Murderous Retort. Once per round, she can use her legendary action to immediately strike back at her attacker. Then we've got Boon of Baal. Baal's Edict. Yeah, if Orin doesn't use a legendary action this turn. Okay. So, that suggests that we want to attack Orin every turn. I mean, I was generally planning on doing that anyway. But Karlach is probably the best person to do that because of how evasive she generally is. She's got an excellent chance to hit. Oh yeah, we didn't need to use a sneak attack there, did we? Because she's unstoppable. And she used Sanguine Lash, and it failed. But the main thing is we've reduced her unstoppability a bit. So that's fine. So these buggers around the edge, they could be a problem. What are you up to? Throw. Could have done with Gale being a bit higher up the turn order, but that's fine. Now, what can we do about this lot? They've got Sanctuary. But they can still be hit with the AoE. Can they be moved, though? We've got an Invoker of Baal there. Because if they can, like, be shoved or something like that, they can't be armed with Sanctuary. They can't be thrown. You can be thrown, right? Wonderful. That's someone out of the fight. And they could be hit with, like, AoE stuff. Does that include, like, Tiger's Bloodlust? Maybe. Because it doesn't specifically target you, does it? Yes. Wonderful. So we can take these fuckers down without too much trouble. Bonus attack can't really do much though because, yeah. Unless we can fly across to you. But we don't have the movement speed left. I could have flown with you, with Mo earlier, but I didn't. Silly. What are you going to do, Orin? Okay, this time you have hit Karlach. We don't like this. Now she's jumped and proned Will, I think. And crit him for 49. Jeebus. We don't like that. Gale. Why can't I switch to Gale? They're both next to each other in the turn order. I want Gale first, not Will.
I don't fancy their chances.
So I can click on Gale, but I can't do anything with him. So I guess it's Will next. That's a pain in the ass. Because I wanted to magic missile Orin. Whereas now we don't have enough movement speed to do much of anything. What AoE have we got? We got Moonbeam. I guess, yeah, that can hit people. Because it doesn't count as a direct attack. Wonderful. And now we can pick Gale. So let's try a fireball, perhaps. Didn't do 1,000,000 damage. Now Baal is doing what exactly? Boon of the Unstoppable. So I guess he's given her back all of her unstoppability. He is. Okay. There's no point doing much to her. Because we can't get through her unstoppability, generally speaking. Revitalizing Gore. Regains hit points every turn. That's fine. Now, these buggers are no longer sanctuaried, maybe? Oh no. They've got permanent sanctuary or something. Maybe. That's fine. We'll try and take them down anyway. I don't think Karlach needs to do much else. That one is trying to stun Mo and succeeding. That's shit. But that bugger's died. That's great. Yeah, we won't worry about prone. Baal's murderous mark on Lae'zel. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of damage. Baal's murderous mark. It's fine, I think. So Karlach's taken more of a beating than I would like. That's unfortunate. That one has Unstoppable. Come on, Will, you can't even reach over there. You can move your Moonbeam onto this one. For 4 damage. Well done, Will. Have a potion. So Gale, I think I need to give Karlach some potions before I forget. Let's send those to Karlach. Let's split these and send some to Will. Now, more fireball? I could ramp it up and use a higher level. Might be required. Piss, one of them saved against it, the other took 18 damage. That's not great. Baal is going to make her unstoppable again. Yeah, you do. Have some oil, Karlach. And then do your thing again. Pisk. There we go. That's good enough. Well, it's not. You might be in trouble if you get multi-attacks. At least she doesn't seem to have opportunity attacks. So you could move away, but we're all spread out, so that's the main thing. Now, you're trying to stun Will and failing. Good. I just don't want you stunning anyone anymore. We've probably lost Rage as well, haven't we? Oh no, we still got Rage, even though we were stunned last turn. Target can't be moved by force. Why is that? Is it unstoppable? Yeah. Okay. But you can be hit. And you could also be hit a second time. And there goes your unstoppable. Now you can be shoved. And that's you out of the picture. And then we come back over here, ready to bloodlust the next guy if we get the chance. That's more multi-attacks on Karlach, unfortunately. And then an extra attack. That sucks. Now. Will, what are you going to get up to? I'd like Karlach to be alive again. It's generally on my list of things that I want, is Karlach alive. Can we do much about Orin? She's a monstrosity. We can't turn monstrosities, can we? Probably can't knock her prone. Probably can't do much of anything, other than just annoy her a bit. Yeah, we can take off a couple of unstoppables. And heal ourselves a bit as well with our sword. Now, Gale. Keep trying, you'll get these two down eventually. That's better damage, that's one of them down. So Karlach. Are you the one who still wants to be stabbing? Oh, you can't this turn because you were healed last time. Okay. So what can you do? Not much. Mo, on the other hand, can slash this bugger up a bit. Nice. We like that. Could potentially repeat the feat. Took a bit of Moonbeam, that's fine. Wonderful. So that's two more down. That leaves two down there. Those buggers up there don't seem to be involved, so that's great news. Mo is now invisible. Orin is going to attack Will. And not do a huge amount to him. Okay, took a bit of a beating. Nothing major though. And that's her legendary action. 41? Okay, he's taking a beating. This is sadness. Guess he just hits her a bit. Tries to heal himself some more. And then Gale. I would like you to hit these two. But the path is kind of blocked. Possibly because they're on some stairs and it's a bit of a pain in the butt. But if you come down here, maybe. Nice. Baal says, Orin, you're the one. That's fine. What can Karlach get up to? I mean, she can heal herself a bit more. She could drop a fog. Can Orin be blinded? Yeah, she can. Maybe that'll do. Hopefully, Orin doesn't decide that she wants a piece of Karlach. Hopefully she continues to go after Will. Meanwhile, Mo flies over here and slashes these buggers a bit. For all the damage we needed. Amazing. That leaves Orin a bit more vulnerable, I think. But how are we going to deal with her. There's some of her unstoppable gone, but the fact that Gale is the last one to act is kind of annoying. Okay, she decided to go for the jump. And she's done what there? She summoned a couple of blood marrow skeletons. Okay. She hasn't used a legendary action yet, I don't think. Now she has. Healing Radiance. Heals himself and nearby allies. 3 meters. That's not amazing. Ah, Gale can now act. So we could, in theory, remove all of her unstoppable. And then get Will to attack again. It's kind of a bit late this turn. So maybe Will should just heal himself. It's only 20. But it's a start. And he has knocked off a bit more unstoppable, which is... it's not amazing because... yeah, he's still got 6 left. What about these buggers? 37. What if we did 2 and 1? Okay, they didn't get cold. That's a shame. That one did, though. Wonderful. Good job. Okay, she's got a legendary back. I really want Gale to be further up the turn order, but alas. So... yeah, heal yourself, Carlo. Let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, Boon of Baal is out of the fight now, by the look of it. So she's not actually getting back her unstoppable. That's fine then. If she's going to be stoppable now, then we're pretty good to go. We'll just get rid of that thing. We don't need that in the fight. And then we'll give her a bash. We'll give her a smack. And then maybe we'll get back some HP. And then we probably want to move away, but we can't without provoking opportunity attacks. So we'll risk both of us getting hit. Yeah, I can live with that, I think. And then we're jumping on Gale. I was saving his high-level spell slots for Magic Missile, but maybe it's not necessary anymore. Will, how would you feel about actually doing some damage to Orin? Yeah, it's not huge damage there. What about a smite? That's a bit better. And you are going to provoke an opportunity attack if you move again. But we do need... we don't need someone to move this turn though, do we? So maybe it's fine. Now, what do we do with level 6? We could potentially put up one of our little globes of OP. And see how that works out for us. What if we pop over here? Make ourselves a little globe of everyone wins. Blam. Your move, Orin. Well, it's Mo's move. And it turns out Mo's move is a pair of misses. Okay. Karlach, can you slip around Will and stay in this little circle? Get off the sneaky sneak. Okay, they're still bleeding. Ah, they got pushed out of the circle. That's unfortunate. Mo, can we cancel your end turn? We can. Would you like to dash? You would. Yep, good job, Oren. She did prone Will. And then she smacked Will with a crit. Hang on a minute. Isn't Will wearing... Yeah, attackers can't land critical hits on the wearer. And yet here we are. Will has been crit. I don't understand. And now it's asking us to control him even though he's downed. Well, we can't do that. We can do this thing. Critical miss, invulnerable. Why is she oh, is she in our sphere? Oh, that's ugly. She's a bit big to push as well. That's not ideal. I didn't think she could get in this sphere with us. I thought we were in a good spot. But no. So yeah, we just can't do much to her. Unless we can knock her back with our bees, but she saved against that. Oh, now she's just thrown Mo to her death. Alright then. Well, that sucks. Probably didn't need that shield because of the old invulnerable. Now she's jumped about, and then she's run out of the invulnerability. Ah, but it's also ended. Okay. Will's now dead as well. Gale. Oh boy. Good. Gale saves the day. I was worried she was going to leave Slayer form and come back in her humanoid form. But no. She dead.
Master, you are the chosen one. He is near. He comes for you.
We're dead though. Are we supposed to be in this cutscene? Or is it just supposed to be the gang watching on with interest?
I expected the other, but you live, and her blood is returned to me. You are my chosen. I have a gift for you,
I think we're meant to be in this cutscene.
You will use it to lacerate this world.
A gift from your god, your father, an offering of his affection for you. Or confirmation that he owns you.
I refuse. I will be free of you, even though I'm already dead.
You refuse me. You are my spawn. Your veins course with my unholy blood. Your life is mine. Accept your inheritance, or I will reclaim it.
I don't need any of this. The only family I know are those who fight by my side.
You were made to conquer, to devour. You reject my blood, and so I will reclaim it.
That doesn't sound good.
I will make another who is worthy.
Yeah, we're alive. Everyone's alive. Lae'zel's alive.
I live once more. The Dreadlord's plaything no longer. To camp. I will not let my guard slip again. I swear by Mother Gith's scion.
Excellent. Well done, Lae'zel. Sceleritas drops his little hat, which I think we already had a copy of, didn't we? When we went to the Devil's Fee. Orin's gore pile. Now that's got a couple of blades. The Netherstone Pommeled Bloodthirst, which will just become a regular Bloodthirst once we scoop it up.
So, we have the final stone. I need to see it for myself. There it is. So innocent, but such potential. You have done very well indeed.
The Netherstones pulse with psionic energy, permeating you, pulling you in line with their rhythm. The thrum quickens, rising, cresting on a single feeling. A location.
A morphic pool beneath the city itself. So that's where the Chosen imprison the brain.
I'm not ready to deal with this yet, though. I need to pop back to camp and do some buffs.
You are right to be cautious. A fight with the most powerful being in all the realms is not to be entered into ill-prepared. Once we cross into the Elder Brain's domain, there will be no turning back. We will end this one way or another, in death, thraldom, or freedom. Finish your business here before you proceed. The brain will be waiting for us.
Excellent. So we have acquired the Bloodthirst Dagger. I could have probably acquired this earlier, you know, because I do actually want to use this weapon. It's time for Karlach to start dual wielding, I think. Bloodthirst deals slightly less damage than the Undermountain King in general. So maybe it should go in the offhand, but they're both +2. Shadowblade gives us advantage regardless of which hand that's in. Creatures hit with this weapon receive vulnerability to piercing damage if it's in the main hand. If it's in the offhand, then when a creature misses, you can retaliate and gain True Strike. Armor class +1. I think we'll put it in the main hand. We'll make things vulnerable to piercing damage. And then we'll follow that up by stabbing them with our second blade. A mere 23 armor class now for Karlach. But that's fine, I think. So we want to go back to camp at this stage. I don't think anyone who might be left in here is going to try and bother us. But we've got some buffs to reapply before we press on.
From
I'm really not sure why the Elder Brain speaks like this. I guess on the one hand it's not used to using language when it can just use psionics and such. But on the other hand, it's the world's biggest brain. It should have no trouble communicating with us in a manner that we can understand. Oh well. If it wants to be really slow and stupid about everything, then I suppose it can. And there we go, we can fast travel back to camp now. Oh, Minty wants to chat.
Hard to believe she is dead, after all that she did to me. I do not often doubt myself. But surviving Orin took courage and strength I was not sure I had. I could not have faced her without you.
Well, it's a good thing that you didn't face her then. Our fight isn't over yet though, not until we confront the Elder Brain.
Correct. I am glad you see things as I do. No matter what victory we have won, we cannot afford to relax our guard. While the brain is still free, and we are still infected, we will never be safe. But we can talk of this later. For now, let us be glad that we still draw breath, and that Orin does not.
Yeah, she's a wretch. Lae'zel, you are pleased to be back with us, I gather?
It is not in a Githyanki's nature to say thank you. Our language doesn't even have a phrase for it. Kraith Khan Jan is the closest equivalent I know. May your enemies know agony. But after releasing me from Orin's grip, there is only one proper response. Thank you. Sincerely.
You're welcome, friend.
Well, good then. Let's carry on.
Yes. Volo. Holo. Volo. Doesn't really work, does it?
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
I thoroughly doubt that. What wares you got, though? You got any delicious potions and elixirs for us? Not really. You got some very basic things. Okay. Lovely. Everyone's buffed. Oh, it's Vlaakith again. I just wanted to go to bed.
Vlaakith. Skra!
You are Hasharlak, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Shestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great Dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
Awesome. Stand your ground. Don't fall for Vlaakith's lies.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
I think she's full of shit, really.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
It's hard to say. We're not very good at this sort of thing. I can't explain how you feel, Lae'zel.
Chuk. Then the feeling will fade like Vlaakith's craven projection. I am her child no more. I have been born anew in Gith's son, my savior. And so from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilnar Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward.
It's a good battle cry. I wonder what Unseen Culinary Specialist's battle cry would be.
Back again. Thrill me with your delightful midnight order.
Food, please.
Enjoy your night.
I guess that's their battle cry, isn't it? A begrudging enjoy your night. But we shall. That'll teach you. Now that that's out of the way, we're kind of heading into the final battle, so let's have another quick look at our elixirs. How many bloodlusts have we got? Just the one. Can we make any more? We've got no ingredients. We can't. What does Guileful Movement do? It's hard to say because it doesn't really tell us. Resistance Psychic, that could be actually useful. See invisibility? Probably not. So let's decide. Bloodlust could be good for Mo. Because she is killing a lot of foes and she wants additional action so she can bash more foes and kill them as well. Guileful Movement. Your movement speed can't be reduced. You can't be paralysed or restrained. Psychic resistance. Resistance psychic damage is just generally great. So maybe we give that to a couple of people. 3 Arcane Acuity. That could be good for Gale. Starts fights with Arcane Acuity rather than just gaining it. But then he's going to gain it so fast anyway. Additional spell slots. Not really necessary. Elixir of Vigilance might be useful for someone. Maybe for both Will and Gale. Yeah, heck with it. Elixirs of Vigilance for those two. And then we just need something for Karlach. Psychic Resistance might be the best bet. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. So we'll pop that on and we'll go back to the Undercity. Now we just got to find our way to the old Morphic Pool. Which way are we going exactly? It's up here somewhere. Ah, it's up a bit higher perhaps. Okay. We did kind of blow up all the mines over here, I think. Let's just tread a little carefully just to be on the safe side. Thus we find ourselves at a dock with a bunch of cranium rats, one of which appears to be interested in us. Oh, that one as well, I guess. There's a couple of them paying attention to us, but I'm sure everything's fine. And I'm sure next time will be an excellent time to wrap this whole thing up. So until then, thanks for watching, friends. I'll see you soon.